everybody, and welcome to the Top Flight Computers live stream. Sorry for the technical issues, but we're going to go ahead and jump right into it because we're running a little bit late. My name is Connor.
And I'm Andrew, and tonight we're building Fox 2. So Fox 2 is a gaming computer designed primarily for Flight Simulator 2020. So we centered this build around a 6-core Ryzen 5 3600 XT, which Connor has over with him, along with a motherboard that'll be supporting it, a Gigabyte B550 AORUS Pro AC. That will be cooled by a Be Quiet Dark Rock 4. Nice tower cooler for you there. It's going to go faster than Connor can keep up with.
I couldn't reach it. It was too far away.
We have 32 gigabytes of Team T-Force VULCAN DDR4 3200. We have dual NVMe drives, a 512 gigabyte and a 1 terabyte. We have a RTX 2070 Super XC Gaming for video. We have a EVGA SuperNova. What are you doing?
I just threw the boxes.
Oh, okay. 650 watt G3. That'll all be going in a Fractal Design Meshify C Black Edition. And cooled by 3 additional Phanteks 120mm PWM fans. We'll be installing Windows on that, and yeah.
And to clarify, those SSDs are already installed.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the boxes there. So, we'll go ahead and jump on into it. I am doing the motherboard on my side. Andrew is doing...
I'm going to start with case fans.
Case fans and power supply on his.
Yep.
We're going to be trying to limit the things that get passed back and forth, mainly being just the case and maybe some screws. But beyond that, we have our own tools and everything to that effect.
When's the last time you played a flight simulator?
Honestly, it's been a while, but I like low-key looking forward to Microsoft Flight Sim 2020.
So I've never played one to actually try to be good at it. You know, I've only played it to
just like goof around.
Yeah, that's a good term. Better terminal.
Okay, actually no, correction. The last time I played it was I played oh gosh, what game was it? DCS World in VR.
Yeah.
Okay. A year ago, but I had one of my buddies who's an actual pilot try to talk me down to landing a plane, and it was so bad.
Okay, so if we're on a flight together and they say, "Can anyone land a plane?"
The answer's no.
Not Connor. Not Connor.
The answer is no. Hey, if we fly low enough and I can get cell reception, then we're good.
I don't know. I feel like those planes can mostly land themselves now.
Yeah, they can. But no, I was trying to land a Russian MiG-21, and everything was in Russian, and he was yelling at me in Russian too.
I mean, just don't fly to Russia and you'll be fine.
Well, no, so DCS World, you get a free plane, but it's a Russian, jet.
A MiG is a jet, yeah.
And it was rough.
Yeah, I bet.
It was fun. But yeah, he ended up, I think he ended up turning to alcohol afterwards, because I did not land.
Huh. I know some of our coworkers
by any means.
Yeah. So the one I guess flight related game I have played even a little bit was Simcopter.
Simcopter.
So that was oh gosh, what year did that come out?
The name sounds really familiar.
Very early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And it was from Sims Max. I don't know the company. Anyway, it's basically a Sims game where you're flying a helicopter, but it runs at 400 pixels by 200 pixels. It is so when I was running on my Ryzen 700X PC, Discord was using significantly more CPU than the game was using, and you can run it on less than 32 megabytes of RAM.
Not even gig, just meg.
Oh, megs. Yeah, this is an old game.
That is, yeah.
So it's amusing though to go back and play older games sometimes. But yeah, so I could fly a helicopter and Simcopter decently.
No, I mean, I could fly decently. It's just I can't fly a Russian jet that's yelling at me in Russian.
Well, this has a few controls, and the helicopter is also 3 polygons, so it gets
fair. No, DCS World is literally the keyboard mappings. They use every button on the keyboard, then holding down Control, every button on the keyboard, then holding down Alt, every button on the keyboard, then holding down Alt Control, every button on the keyboard, then Alt Shift, every button on the keyboard.
I don't like games with that many keybinds.
It's fun. I mean, you could literally turn anything on and off that you wanted to.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
It was intense.
It's okay, this button turns off rear landing light number 3. It's
no, literally, you could turn on and off the AC.
Yeah.
Or the air vents. Also, I just lost my Be Quiet screwdriver, but it doesn't matter because inside the box is...
lose it?
I don't know. I honestly...
It's right there. It's next to your phone.
Oh, I can't see it. Well, we got another
I
Be
can't
Quiet
see it. I'll just get another one.
It's the American way, okay?
Ultimate privilege, yeah.
First world problems. Man, I ran out of my screwdriver. Let me just get another screwdriver.
We're such a wasteful society. So if you've watched our streams before, you'll know that usually we install these case fans before the stream, but I'm doing it now because I usually have like 10 minutes where I do nothing.
Yep.
So just figured just do it on the stream. Does YOLO hashtag? Hashtag YOLO?
Yeah.
You only install case fans once?
Yep.
Just kidding, I do it every week. Usually several times a week.
Yeah, multiple times a week now.
And if you'd like to be one of those several times a week, you can check us out at topflightcomputer.com or topflightpc.com. They're both a redirect.
Or you can email to us directly.
Or you can add Chris on LinkedIn.
Yeah. If you want to go the most complicated
and then
way,
he will send you a link to the contact.
Here's how you do it the most complicated way, okay? So you reach out to Chris with your mailing address, and then Chris will send you a handwritten letter with the URL to the website.
This is weak sauce. So what you're going to do, you're going to have to get a carrier pigeon, and you need to train it yourself.
Step 1, get a carrier pigeon.
You're also going to need to obtain a World War II Enigma machine, because this has to be encoded. You're also going to have to send one to Chris so you can decode it, as well as the real settings for that, otherwise you can't decode it. So you're going to type out the message, and then Chris will reply with an equally encrypted message. But it'll change real settings, because those changed every day at midnight. And then he'll send you a link to the contact form.
Yep.
In Arabic.
Yes,
Which you then have to translate. Yep. That's more complicated.
Have you ever heard the joke? It was like... all the like how to become millionaire books are like step 1, get $1 million.
Yeah.
That's where I thought you were going with that.
No.
It's just like step 1, fill out the contact form. Step 2, wait. No, our process is actually not that complicated. Our process is usually you fill out the contact form, other Chris, not that Chris, sales Chris,
2-in-1 Chris.
two completely different people, ironically.
It's gonna buffer all the channel.
That's fine.
Buffering.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's fine. If you just hear me twice, you hear me twice, darn. Or once, I don't know. Also,
Or
I'm
never.
ready, by the way.
Huh?
I'm ready to drop this in whenever you're...
Oh, I'm still installing fans.
So you're good.
Also don't have a power supply in there yet.
Yeah. You want to toss me the power supply box and I can go ahead and break that down. But anyway, the process is... Sales Chris will reach out to you. Give you a wonderful chat, trying to figure out what the whole ideology and where you're going with the system is, and then create a parts list and send it on to you for approval, and if you approve it, then you get a live stream, and woo-boo,
Oh,
you get a computer.
quote.
That's how computers are made.
You get a quote that you sign, and then you
There's a few more
Send a
steps,
quote.
that's fine.
then you pay.
Money has to exchange hands, but we just don't talk
And you
about
get an
that.
invoice, then you pay the invoice, and then you get a live stream.
Ignore the water bottle.
We should really get a trash chute directly.
Yeah, we do.
I got bags! I literally gave you a bag!
You were throwing your stuff.
I have a bag here too, but I also
Yeah,
didn't take it
you
out,
can't
so I
shame
can't
me.
say anything.
It's easier to just pick it up later.
Whoop. I need those.
I could probably spend the entire stream just throwing away trash, but
True. Very easily could.
not nice watching.
What's that graphics card power take?
I mean,
and a
it's
6?
the same thing.
8 and 8.
Regardless, yeah. One double cable.
One
That's
singular
all it comes
double
with.
cable.
Yeah.
And this is actually only a single 8-pin.
Yeah, it's a B550. It's not that it's not designed for overclocking, but the VRMs are not going to be quite as robust for overclocking, so they don't feel they need to deliver you the extra power that you're not going to be able to use really. I mean, that being said, a single 8-pin for a CPU is good for what, like 300 watts?
Yeah.
Something ridiculous that you would be pressed to use in a Threadripper. So yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we're probably fine.
Hey, you're back. Fine now.
It was buffering and then now it's not. I guess no, maybe so. I don't know. Whatever. Also, we do apologize if you guys were following the first link to the stream and then it dropped out. We don't know what happened.
I don't apologize. I don't apologize for nothing. Use the new link. See if I care.
You somehow like
I'm a gangster.
maneuvered something and then hit your pause button on that computer.
No, I paused it because I didn't want to be taking up the download speed.
Ah, that also makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm a considerate person. What can I say?
Yes. Wouldn't it be the upload speed though? Well, I guess no. It's only upload
this is
speed when you're
download.
loading
Yeah,
pages.
only Chris is using upload. He's uploading the stream to 2 places. CPU. Okay, fans are in. Tuck those cables through there.
Good thing, because this power supply only actually has one CPU header.
Oh yeah? Well, it's a 650, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Makes sense. Here's your case.
Boy,
Opening this is a graphics card. I don't know what I'm German.
Yeah, I'll give you the bracket and the
Alright, cool.
screws for that. Oh gosh, you just left the front just dangling.
That's fine.
It's fine.
The cable's sticking out the bottom, be careful.
Oh yeah. Oh baby, and guess what? None of the standoffs are installed.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
All the hardware's in the drive bay.
Pull on that counter.
Oh.
Just like,
Oh yeah, I didn't adjust those settings.
You're too busy. I was messing around.
Too busy. You're right.
No, he's just actually that white.
Yes, I am. You found me out.
That's what happens when you work 8 hours at a computer and then get off the computer and get on a different computer till bedtime.
True.
That's my issue right now is my work from home desk is just the second half of my L desk.
Is it
So
actually?
I'll literally be sitting this way working my day job, and then when it work's over, I will turn 90 degrees, boot up my other computer, and get on my other computer.
I'm not that bad.
It's kind of bad.
I'll put mine in a separate room at least.
No, mine's at the same room. I don't have anywhere else to put it, so
That's fair.
I don't have like a kitchen table or anything remotely. Unless I want to somehow set up 3 monitors on my bed.
I mount them on your ceiling and then just lay in bed.
That's how you get bed sores.
True.
I do have an outdoor patio. I just set them up out there.
There you go.
I still need a table of some sort though. So for work, day job, I have 3 24-inch monitors. And then on my personal side, I have 2 27-inch monitors. So that desk is very full right now. There's no more room for any more monitors. It's very tight.
That's understandable.
Like it's so tight that the laptop is tucked up behind the monitors. Take all the peels off the graphics card.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got there.
So I'm installing the standoffs. This is the little posts that hold the motherboard up so it doesn't do zippity zap on the back of the case. Because typically cases are metal.
Yeah.
If you did not know, in PSA you do not want to cross the random contact pins on the back of your motherboard.
Are you
Unless
going
you want a
after,
really good time.
Are you going after me right now?
No.
I'm not retelling the story.
I know. I forgot about that, to be honest, and I
Uh-huh.
wasn't actually trying to go after you.
Look, I was in high school. Okay, I was like a sophomore, freshman in high school. Many moons ago.
Many moons
So
ago.
old. So Connor, have you thought about forming a union here?
Do I? Forming a union?
Yeah. PC Builders Union.
A PC Builders Union.
Yeah,
Don't think that would work out very well.
I think it would. We have a right to under North Carolina state law.
True.
We'll talk after.
Chris, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm sorry, I just caught that.
Don't
on
tell. Don't tell.
Facebook.
No.
Oh yeah.
You don't
no,
need to tell
no,
him.
never mind.
It doesn't concern him right
It
now.
doesn't concern.
Right
He's
now.
not part of it.
Right now, it doesn't
Well,
concern him.
it's here.
He'll know later
You'll figure it out.
when we come with our list of demands.
PTO. Unlimited PTO.
Unlimited PT.
What? Huh?
401k. Dental. 4% match.
Just not 20%, man.
20%. I'm not putting in 20%.
I do actually know there was a company that I applied for that actually did have 17% match.
Up to 17. But who's gonna put 17% of their income into that? I mean, it'd probably be smart long term, but like, dang, I'd like to eat Five Guys sometimes.
Yeah, I'd like to go out.
I was gonna order Five Guys today through Postmates,
Mhm.
so I added my burger and fries to the cart. It was like $12 worth of food, and I get to checkout page $22. I'm like, bruh,
Yeah,
never mind.
we did that when ordering like pizza. We're like, oh, we're gonna get pizza, and then it's like, oh, that's expensive.
Delivery is just so expensive, and I understand it takes time and effort, but dang. For me, especially I live alone, so it's one person ordering a meal. It's not worth it at all.
Yeah.
Just go pick it up.
Well, my girlfriend has literally ordered Bojangles, which is 3 minutes down the road. And I was like, why did you pay someone to go drive there?
Hey, if it's her money, she can do what she wants.
That's
but
fair.
I would not.
It's just like, oh. So motherboard is installed. I'm going to go ahead and grab the power supply. Install that. Then run the cables and
You're going fan up or fan down?
fan down. Actually, no, fan up.
I like fan up. And
We do fan up because we have two
there's
intakes in
also,
one.
Yeah, there's intake on grilling on that shroud, and it'll just help draw hot air out.
When it turns on. Actually, this one probably will turn on. A
Yeah,
little bit.
it will. It has the eco mode switch. But,
Yes. The cursed eco mode switch.
I like that we're still using this cooler. I just like it a lot. Also, the texturing on this backplate is really nice.
It is.
It's like that.
It also doesn't take a lot of
What's
fingerprints.
the
which is
name?
really
No,
cool.
it doesn't take any really. What's the name of this? Like a roughened surface.
It's almost like a forge scale.
There's a different term for it I'm thinking of, but it's it's a non-glossy metal. And it's like kind of bumpy.
Matte?
No, it's
I
not.
mean, it is matte.
It
but
is matte.
I know. I don't think that's the word you're looking for.
Well, I'm not gonna find it anyway. Expelled all my energy for today. Sorry, try back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow for more jokes. Just kidding. You can come back Friday though for more shenanigans.
I mean,
and
you can
fun.
come back tomorrow. We're not gonna be here, but
True.
yeah, join us Friday at 6 p.m. Same back place, same back time.
Allegedly 6 p.m.
6 p.m. plus or minus 15 minutes.
Yep. Plus or minus.
Plus or minus 5 more minutes.
Yeah. We're trying.
We don't know. Good luck. You never watched the Hamilton musical, right?
No, I
It's
didn't.
still stuck in my head.
Do
Oh,
I really need to watch it?
It's good. I think it's good. I really enjoyed it. It's probably not for everyone. You have to really like musicals because there's no just spoken dialogue. Every word that is said is in a song.
Oh gosh, that would be a little much.
I don't know. I like that. I also liked Les Mis a lot when it came out. So,
That's fair.
but that's good. I would catch it sometime. It's worth 2 hours.
Worth the 2 hours.
But then you will have it stuck in your head. Especially the stupid.
Then maybe not.
The Schuyler sisters.
I will say I do like where the cable cutouts are for this case. It is
Yeah.
quite nice.
Oh god. Yeah. That's
Yeah?
when the smoke pack a day mode for a second. Yeah. Yeah, they do handle that well. So if you're just joining us or joining us in the last little bit, this is Fox 2. This is a gaming computer designed for Flight Simulator 2020, which when does that release?
I think it actually did.
It's already out? Okay.
I
Well,
think it is. Chris, can you confirm?
I'm pretty sure that's why we built the computer, but
well, I thought you said you were looking forward to it. But I guess you just
I never
haven't
picked
played
it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't
picking
picked it up.
right now.
Anyway, well, we get the information. This is centered around a 6-core Ryzen 5 3600 XT and a
August
RTX
15th.
2060
Oh, so like 5 days.
RTX 2070 Super 8GB video card. So yeah, primarily aimed at that game, but of course it will do well in any game or other productivity task or Facebooking or Amazoning or is that an Amazoning?
I don't think Amazoning is a verb yet, but
It's
might as well
it
be.
probably is, and it's probably already trademarked. So
True.
because Jeff,
Because
not the Overwatch Jeff, that's Jeff Franklin. We're talking Jeff Bezos, a rich Jeff.
well, both of them are.
Yeah,
One of
but
them's just
Bezos is-
significantly more rich.
Yeah, no, they're not even on the same magnitude. Not even the same ballpark.
The front panel connectors.
At least you got a little connector block.
Yeah. They're good and bad.
So on the AORUS logo, that bottom like hooky part, is that supposed to be a claw? Like, you see what I mean?
Yeah, I could never discern if it was supposed to be just like a dislocated
It looks
jaw
like it's
or
like-
like a claw.
It looks like it's doing this, but I don't think it's the jaw. I think the top is the whole mouth part with the beak. It doesn't. Oh, I guess it does sort of make a G for Gigabyte.
Oh, yeah, I bet you that's probably
I bet that.
what it is.
Okay, that's probably it.
You,
because,
you have cracked the logo.
AORUS is Gigabyte's kind of gaming brand.
No.
Although when I was at PAX East, they had a huge AORUS booth with like a CS:GO tournament and all this stuff, and you didn't really see the word Gigabyte anywhere because they're trying to create that gamer brand separation. But it says on this box it's Gigabyte made.
Yeah. And making their logo recognizable.
Yeah.
So they're trying to pull like an Apple or McDonald's where you just instantly recognize it of like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, that's
Yeah,
such and such.
but no, but they do make very good stuff, so credit to them.
Yep, that's why we keep buying it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Using it.
my own rig uses it, so
Yeah.
And even after all that planning, I still ended up with 10 minutes with nothing to do because it was too slow on case fans.
Yeah, it's
Hold up the show.
We're not getting any data on YouTube.
That's fine because I wasn't talking right now.
about why we replaced the fans.
We replace the fans. Usually in a lot of our builds, we replace the stock fans just because the ones that come with your case are
Not great.
It's not that they're bad. It's that they're not great. So they're just kind of a cheaper construction. They're louder and they don't perform as efficiently usually. And a lot of them, yeah, this one is a 3-pin fan. So that means it has DC control only for the speed of the fan, which is not as ideal as PWM, which is a 4-pin connection. It just gives you finer control over the speed and thus noise level, as well as cooling ability.
It also gives you a readout.
Yeah,
on
it gives
how
you an
fast
exact
the-
readout. So you can get a readout with DC, but it's an estimate
Yeah, it's not
based on the
accurate.
voltage that it's feeding it. So, and I think pretty much all case fans run at 12 volts, so that's how it calculates the guess. But PWM is
That
ideal.
was 5.
No, these are all 12 volt.
It's fair.
RGB is 5.
Yeah.
USB is 5.
Yep.
Case fans are at 12. Usually.
So is it 1, 8, 2? Okay, so you'll need
It's a
both.
one loop-de-loop.
You'll need both.
Yeah. Technically, you could chop off the other ones if you don't need both, but you'd have to like electrical ticket or something. But it
Yeah.
doesn't short out.
And we don't really want to do that.
No, I mean, if you're gonna upgrade later, it's way better to just have it there.
I'm literally just finishing up the cable management here, and then we'll be good to go.
Yeah. And then you'll do CPU cooler and then GPU.
Yep.
Nice.
You got it. Zip ties. Zip ties.
You need
Is that
some?
there? No, I had them over here, and I was like, okay, where are they?
So while we have a little lull, I can talk about this Friday's build a little bit, just give you a little teaser. So this Friday is Data Dozer.
Boy, that was your southern accent came out there.
Well,
Data
it was supposed to be a question for Chris to say yeah, because I didn't look at my calendar earlier. But yes, Data Dozer or Data Dozer, depending on your dialect, preference, opinion, political leaning, all that.
Yeah. Political leaning is based on how you say data dozer.
Oh gosh, it's that word I can't say again. Photogrammetry. No, photogrammetry.
You got it.
Okay, anyway, so that build was designed for that, CAD, photography, and video editing. So it'll be a 12-core Ryzen 9 3900X and a 2080 Super. So we will be building it this Friday on stream.
It's a graphics card, actually. That's in this one.
No, it's not. This is a 2070 Super.
Oh, that's 27.
That's a 2080 Super.
Ignore previous comment.
Yeah. So yeah, we will be building it this Friday. Come check it out. Come hang out.
The link will probably not work because we'll probably have to start the stream over.
Yeah,
again after we hit
basically,
this one.
yeah, basically just go to our YouTube channel and keep refreshing until you see something that's actually live, and that we are on it talking, and then yeah, it'll be good.
We're trying. We just don't know why. We're just having some issues.
Tell me why.
Because it'll push to one platform, but it won't push to the other one.
Yeah, and then you stop it and restart it, and then it pushes the other one and not the first one.
Yep.
But I think it's just a rate limit. so you don't create 10 million streams in 2 minutes.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly it. So you don't just like flood the YouTube sphere, the Google sphere.
Well, yeah, people's pages too, because it'll push a notification and upload a video each time. Half of these streams is just always me playing with the video card.
I know it is. We need to balance it out somehow.
It's difficult, not trying to pass things back and forth.
Yeah,
Have to think about
passing things back and forth is
So
really.
I probably do need to do the frames ahead of time, but then. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, I can route some cables. So I could put the power supply in and pre-route some cables, and then by that time you'll probably be done with the motherboard. So
I mean,
I'll
it could
have a
also
little
take
bit.
longer on the motherboard too, because I always used to, or I always
You
do
put in
like
the NVMEs before.
NVMEs. Like
That'll
mine,
help.
that's not a lot, but
That'll help a little bit, but then we still get to this point where I only have graphics card left, and we're just sort of waiting.
yeah.
But then I'm monologue about things. Actually, I'm gonna look up. I think it was Maxis who made Simcopter. And
Looking up the sim count.
So the reason I played Simcopter, going back to Simcopter, the reason I played Simcopter is because my friend actually does a lot of Windows reverse engineering and different sort of things. So the original game was made for a certain set of hardware that was around at that time, and I think it was like 50, 100 megahertz processors, and all the physics and the game time and everything is tied to the megahertz.
The GPU.
So it will not run on modern hardware without patches. So my friend actually went in and he's like reading through memory and stuff, like reversing this code.
Oh gosh.
And he made some patches so that you can run this exe and it'll patch the game so that you can run on modern hardware. And it also does some other stuff like increases the max resolution to something bearable. And
Yeah, it's not
frame
like
rate.
240.
Yeah, it caps the frame rate and stuff. Because another thing it'll do, it's kind of the same issue. If you run it on a modern, say 4 gigahertz CPU, it'll just push out as many frames as humanly possible with all the power that it has available, which then crashes it immediately.
Yeah.
Because you're running at like 5,000 frames a second. Windows is like, what's going on?
No, I was actually really surprised because a lot of games don't do that anymore, or a lot of games don't like time their physics engine based off the
Oh yeah,
FPS.
you definitely should. No, there's better ways to go about it now.
No.
But back then,
I mean, well, what's interesting is one of the newer Need for Speed games, like that came out like last year. It's like a console exclusive, and then it got ported over to like the Microsoft Game Pass.
Yeah.
But it was locked to 30, and then someone went in to adjust. Like you can go in and launch it with like a what is it? The file. You like do a text file, and then you do it as
batch.
yeah, and then you can like modify the game before it launches.
I mean, you could just pass the arguments probably.
And cable management here. It's really funny because it doubled the speed of everything.
Yeah.
So the car acceleration was just doubled, and all of the power-ups
just-
were also doubled.
Yeah. That's
So the
just
police,
design.
they had EMPs. So the moment they caught onto you, they would just indefinitely EMP you.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
just poor
so
design.
bad.
So some modern games will still tie it to an extent. So like Fallout 4, for example, pretty modern game, close enough. Its physics are slightly affected by frame rate. And the reason I know this is because I watched some speedruns of it, and all the speedrunners have to lock the game at 60 FPS. Because running higher than that gives you an advantage, because the physics get wonky, and you can clip through walls and stuff easier.
Huh.
So they have to lock to 60, and they have some other stuff. Like you have to start a fresh game, so nothing's in memory and all that. But to an extent, yes, but it doesn't. It's not bad, I guess.
That's actually interesting. I didn't even know Fallout 4 did that.
Yes.
Was it all the Fallout series or just 4?
I'm pretty sure all of them work a similar way, yeah. But pretty much any Bethesda game, you can still clip through walls and stuff if you practice it
It's
even
a
a little
feature, not a
bit.
bug.
Yeah, sure. You basically just back yourself into a corner, and then you quick save and quick load a few times, and suddenly you just clip it through the wall. And then if you fall out of bounds, you get reset in the middle of the map, some different stuff.
And that's how you know it's a good game.
Yeah. People have gotten so efficient at speedrunning that stuff. You can finish the entire Fallout 4 main storyline in under an hour. Yes, Chris?
Dustin has asked, what is the big box going in right now on Facebook?
That is the CPU cooler. I assume you mean this big old box here.
Yeah.
So this is the big tower cooler. How that all works is kind of cool.
Turn the...
Yeah. I was going to put the fan on, but... So big tower cooler here.
Yep.
Andrew, do you want to explain out there? I was gonna say, do you want to explain how a tower cooler works? But I can do it. I don't. If you're done monologuing.
No, I'm gonna monologue on the fan now. On the cooler. So with tower coolers, what you have is a cold plate. So it's a flat piece, usually copper, nickel-plated copper.
Yeah,
that
usually nickel-plated copper.
attaches to the CPU with the mounting, and in between that you have a thin layer of a thermally conductive paste that transfer the heat and get away from those microwaves and stuff. Basically, just
I was
transfer
going
all
to
the
show
heat
thermal
efficiently.
paste and then I threw it, so
Good job.
we're not going to get that anymore.
But yeah, so it transfers the heat up to the cold plate, and the cold plate then has, you can kind of see in it, there's heat pipes that kind of bend down and touch the cold plate and then go up into fins. And those use capillary action and some other thermodynamics.
You're using some
Magic.
big words there.
Yeah, I know. Too much Gamers Nexus. Transfers the heat up and kind of spreads it out amongst the fins where it can be blown out into the air more efficiently. Just keep your CPU nice and cool so it can boost its clocks higher and not die.
And if you caught up with that entire explanation, congratulations on your master's degree that you're about to receive.
Thermodynamics, yeah.
And thermodynamics.
Yeah, no, it's a CPU cooler. TLDR.
Yep, TLDR. But Andrew is correct on everything that he said.
Thank you.
The exact same thing applies to water coolers in the sense of instead of heat pipes, you're just dissipating that heat into water.
Yep.
And then the fins and all that stuff are just in a radiator at usually the top of the case.
Yeah.
And that just dissipates the heat out the top.
Yep. So you're basically, the only thing you're changing is how the heat is moved.
Yeah, and where, too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but. Did you see the new RAD card?
Yeah.
The Aethertech RAD card? It's not available for
It's
public
garbage.
purchase. I mean, it's not garbage, it's not great.
Yeah.
But they compared it to a blower cooler, which is kind of like cheating. But yeah.
I mean, not really. Alright, I'll toss the case over to you for the
Le graphics card.
Le graphics card.
Oh, oui, oui. That.
And then Andrew on his side will do the test boot as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'll take out these brackets.
To be fair, I'm already throwing this in there. The power switch pin on the that little like clippy do that holds it in came loose like 2 times when I was trying to put it in. So
what you're telling me is
you may need to check it before you click the power switch.
Oh gosh. What you're telling me is you broke it.
What I'm telling you is there's a potential that it may not go.
Where did that just go?
What'd you draw?
A thumb screw is just yeeted out of existence.
Oof.
Okay, well, we'll find that later. Oh wait, I don't need that one. No, I do need that one.
You do need that one?
Yeah, I'll find that. So let's put this, make sure the clip is down. And slot in the graphics. Yes,
What?
Chris?
There's a lag on Facebook. I just got to the yeet.
Just the
Just
yeet.
pointing.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't.
it's okay. We didn't need it anyway.
Well, we have like 50 more, but. Find
It's
it.
just matching the thread pattern, or not matching the thread pattern. It's matching the knurling. That's the artist. Yeah, I know machine talk, which I really don't.
Get Perks Newbie out here.
I found out how I was actually talking with.
I knew that would get you going.
I know. I was talking with the individual that we're doing the special build for,
Yeah.
and
Perks Newbie?
yeah, Parks Navy. And he's like, "How in the world do they actually cut in the CPU micro channels?"
Yeah.
Do you know that?
I do. It's the folding thing. The copper.
Yeah, so they actually do use a process called I believe it's called lapping. I believe
No,
it's-
lapping is flattening the cold plate.
No, yeah, it wasn't lapping. It was
I forget what it's called. It's like
I have it
folding.
literally in my messages, and I'm about to pull it up.
It's like they use like a really expensive machine to very slowly like
Skiving.
skiving. That's it.
Yep. And literally, what it does is it pushes the metal up into little ridges.
Yep.
And thus they can get inside of a CPU water block or GPU water block for water cooling are what are called microchannels, which are about 4 to 6 thou, which is thousandths of an inch thick. There are grooves cut into them. So that's basically for the Americans that do not like thou, I guess. You can also use 1/64th of an inch drill bit would basically do that. Yep, go for it. I plugged in
You can continue.
the power connector correctly. Yeah, so it'd be a 1/64th inch end mill. Would give you about the same thing. That's almost the width of a human hair. I mean, I think the width of a human hair is like 2 thou.
Yep.
If I remember correctly.
And so the reason they make it this way because it's super slow, which when you're manufacturing machine time, that's expensive.
Yep.
But the reason they do it that way is the best way we currently have to get maximum thermal conductivity, or maximum transfer, I guess.
I have a picture. I can try to show it. I doubt it's going to work though. We're going to try it. We're going to see if it actually focuses. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. You'll be fine. Just
And we have a boot.
so you can see the micro channels. Probably, if not, if it's just a blurry mess.
Google it.
Take my word for it and Google it. Yeah, it's actually a really fascinating process of skiving. It's interesting.
And on that bombshell, we have a successful post, which means all the hardware was, well, not gonna say detected, but it found enough detected to boot.
Yep.
So we'll be going in doing our software install and all that next few days and shipping it off to the client.
Yeah.
No, go ahead and
that's
pimp the social and everything.
perfect. And if you guys are interested in following this build and the final beauty photos and other builds that we have done, you can follow us on Facebook. If you are already on Facebook, you already know what to do. If you are on YouTube, go ahead to Facebook and type in Top Flight Computers. Go ahead and drop us a like there. If you guys are interested in talking about many other computers and computer-related topics, in the Top Flight Facebook bottom left-hand corner of the screen, there's a little groups tab. You can request to join the Top Flight crew. We have just over 1,000 individuals that like to post a lot of memes. It's pretty good, pretty good, lots of fun. We have other social media platforms that we do not use. You could probably find us on anything but to TikTok, to Snapchat maybe, I don't know. Chris, do we have a Snapchat? He's giving me
What's
the
that?
no.
What's that one that starts with an O?
Yeah.
Something
yeah.
about airflow.
Yeah, something about that. Anyway, guys, you can also check out this computer and many others that we have done on our website, topflightcomputers.com. And if you find something of interest there, you can go ahead and fill out the contact form and get a conversation started.
Yep.
Anyway,
Okay.
join us Friday around this time, hopefully,
Yeah.
assuming everything works, for the next build, and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye!